More Pixelmon tonight, which was very exciting. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Saturday. Pixelmon, the first episode, came out a month or so ago, so we had a really good response to it. And this is part of the Minecraft mods, but people wanted to see Pixelmon. We did it. People loved it, wanted to see another one, so tonight we did our second episode. And I continue to be very impressed by the amount of detail put into that mod. A lot of passion and love was put forth in order to make something, honestly, of this magnitude. Like, there's so much to it. There's so much to it. But it's been fun to explore with everyone. And the sentiment that I had in the first episode of there should be like this big open world multiplayer Pokemon game stands because conceptually it's just very fun. It's very fun. Anyway, on to what I think is bigger news, and it's this. Games off of the shelf. Not all of the games, but some of the games. Some games I still have out because they might get played maybe. Just either for a project or for personal enjoyment. And then Kingdom Hearts on the PS3 was too tall and wouldn't fit because they went into these boxes. This is PS2 and PS3. Over there is Xbox 360 and PS4. And then also there's Xbox One stuff in there, but didn't mark it, but I guess it's understood with Xbox. And the reason I'm doing this, I talked about this a while ago, but oh boy, the shelf up here, eventually it's going to be the entire shelf is going to become Wii. And that is because we are working towards collecting Wii, because in a year we're hoping to do Extra Life with the Wii library. We finished GameCube, and it's taking up the last almost 3 shelves down there, but we have enough shelving space, just enough to fit the entire Wii library. So what we're going to do is we're going to move all of the Wii stuff starting here with A, or I guess numerals, alpha, what do they call them? Numbers, and then work our way down the line. And this is going to be helpful for a few reasons, because for one, it'll hold all the games, yes, but then number 2, it'll help us have a visual about how much we have left to go, and how far we've come, etc., as opposed to having we just in the middle of everything right now. So that's where we're at. And I don't have all this put in boxes yet, and I haven't started moving the games over. But like, that's not even all the Wii stuff that we have. I've got, if you look behind me, you can kind of barely see it, but there's some Wii stuff in there. There's a bunch of Wii stuff in there. Like, because we have, I think at this point, we have over 400 games. So we have basically like a third of the Wii library. So we have a sizable portion. And I've already heard from people online who have said that they were sending us, Wii games for the collection, which we sincerely appreciate. So I know that there's even more in mail that we haven't had a chance to open yet. So there's a lot of Wii stuff here. By the time this is over, we will have a lot of white game cases up here, and I'm excited to see how that, happens. I'm not going to take GameCube down yet. I'm going to wait until we, basically butt up against it. Then I'll box that up, because it is it's kind of sad because like it has to be put away. These boxes are probably going to get put in that closet in there, so I'll have them and they're labeled. If I need to get something out, I can. But there's just not enough room, and that really upsets me. And my one final thing I want to mention today, and this has been a wild experience for me. The tape doesn't stick very well to this box, and it's sticking now because I just was really adamant about pushing it down, but it's actually starting to come up. And when I had first assembled this box, I went back to my chair and I was working on some stuff, and I heard the tape go bloop, and like come undone. And the thing that was so upsetting is that these boxes are what we moved from the other place to here with. Like, we got these boxes from Home Depot whenever we moved from our old place to this place, and we had the same problem, but we had used duct tape. And my assumption at the time was that, oh, duct tape must not stick to cardboard very well. And that's what I, went off of. I was like, oh, okay, that's what happened. So this time around, we bought packing tape. And I put it on these boxes, and it's still come undone. And I'm like, why is that? So I looked online, and there's some other people that have complained about this too. And apparently, cardboard is rated differently. Like, there's different levels of cardboard. Not in the sturdiness, but in, like, how it's made and how fuzzy it is. And the stuff that Home Depot uses has a very high fuzziness rating, which means that tape doesn't adhere to it as well. Who would have thought? So if you go with a actual like shipping company like Uline, their fuzziness rating is very low, and they have like really good, like solid cardboard that tape sticks to better. I learned so much about tape and cardboard today that it made my head spin. But I wanted to share that because this has really pissed me off, especially because when the tape doesn't stick like this, it's taped on the bottom too, and that's bad because when you're going to pick up the box, if you're just holding it on the sides, it could just break because it hasn't adhered well. So I don't really know what I'm going to do. I'm probably just going to deal with it and be very, very careful as I move this stuff around. But if you were getting these boxes from Home Depot, you would have to compensate by getting a really, really high quality tape. And it would probably be easier to just buy a better box. The more you know. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something about boxes. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?